bitch. I'm here to tell you I lied. When I seen that thick ass, it was over. Nothing else mattered, I ain't even care. I pulled the rubber off when I stuck it up in you. Bitch, I lied to you. This ain't my home. Kicked in the back door and now we're alone. I stole the car that I picked you up in. Plus me and your girl have been fucking.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Juggalos, whoop whoop. I've been took like a little fucking hiatus or some fucking shit to make these goddamn wrestling videos. They had this little bullshit ass feud and whatnot. So yeah. But anyway, this is another video for the fam. Y'all know what it is. Just Rant Raven's son. Check 1 2. Yeah. Tonight I got a pretty funny topic for y'all. Please excuse a nigga while he adjusts his electronical technicians. Alright, y'all, check this out. So, not to be racist or anything, but as y'all know, in the Juggalo world, there's very few of me. When I say me, what do I mean? Obviously. There's very few black juggalos, at least that I know of. I mean, nothing against the white juggalos, the Mexican juggalos. I know like 2 Chinese juggalos. I know this Vietnamese juggalette, man. She's fucking fine as fuck. Man. But that's off topic. But anyway, I've been running into like a few of them lately, right? And it's kind of weird. I got a couple of stories I'm gonna tell y'all tonight. You know what I'm saying? Since I made this one wrestling video about an hour ago, and I told a story, a little clip of a fucking childhood story in there. Sad part is, this is my last Black and Now. I don't even have any more. And I'm not going to the store. It's fucking 20 degrees outside. So I'll wait till tomorrow when I have to go to work in the morning, and then I'll get some more. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to save this for later. Okay. So the first story I'm going to tell you guys is like, okay, I live in Chicago, South Side. You know what I'm saying? So, which is a predominantly black area. Predominantly. You know, it's a little bit of everything out here, but predominantly is niggas. Let's just keep it straight up. And so like I walk a couple of blocks away from my house and I go to Walgreens, right? And as always, I'm rocking my hat. You know what I'm saying? My hat says Juggalo. I'm rocking my chain. And this particular day, you know what I'm saying? I had my sleeve pulled up, so my Hatchet Man tat was showing. You know what I'm saying? And you know, this dude walks up, right? This guy had to be like 6'12" or like 12'9". He was fucking tall as shit, man. And at first, like the guy, like scared me shitless. You know what I'm saying? I put my hands in my pocket. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to use this motherfucking blade right now. All right, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm thinking, right? He walks up. He says, "You a juggalo?" I'm like, "Yeah, all day, all night. Whoop whoop." He's like, "I used to be a juggalo." So I asked him, "What happened?" And this ignorant motherfucker told me that he stopped being a juggalo so that he would be able to get into heaven. And I looked at him and I asked him, I said, how many of the 6 Joker's cards have you listened to? This motherfucker told me he thought it was 9 Joker's cards. And I looked at him and I said, huh? What the fuck? Where you get 9 from? It's 6. And I'm like, name them. So he gets a couple of them, right? He says there's Carnival of Carnage, there's the Riddle Box, there's the Rainmaster, there's the Tempest. And I said, whoa, did you just really tell me that the Tempest was a Joker card? And this guy looked at me, he said, yeah, the Tempest is a Joker. I'm like, wow, dude, you're all the way off, buddy. Like, you got the first couple of them right. I mean, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? The Great Malenko, the Amazing Jekyll Brothers, and the Wraith are the next three. You got the first three right, but then you said the Tempest, bro. Come on, man. So he gets mad at me because, I wasn't even trying to insult the guy. I was really just trying to correct him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dude, why the fuck are you mad at me? You know what I'm saying? So, this ignorance is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is a real funny story. So I'm coming back home from kicking it with some friends, right? And I'm on the bus and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm riding. I got my headphones on, you know what I'm saying? I think I was bumping the new Tech 9 album. It's called the Gates Mixplate. That shit is so fucking fresh, man. I'm telling you. If you don't have that shit, you need to go get it, man. That shit is so fucking fresh. It features good ass tracks such as OG, you know what I'm saying? KCT, you know what I'm saying? My favorite track on the album is probably between KCT and Fuck You Pay Me, or it's actually called F You Pay Me. But you know what? That KCT shit that he talks about, man, that shit is fucking crazy. That shit gets you fucked up. Let's not even talk about that. Anyway, so I'm on the bus, right? And again, predominantly black neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? It's these two white guys on the bus, and it's this black guy with them, right? But there's this old black, like, oh no, not black, but this old white guy in the back of the bus, and he's asleep. So I guess this guy like fucking missed his stop, right? And any of you who know something about Chicago, like when you're on 87th, like you know what I'm saying, once you pass kind of like Ashland, you kind of go into like, is it Ashland? I'm trying to think. No, scratch that. I was on the 95th Street bus. So when you're on the 95th Street bus, if you go past like Ashland, you kind of go, it's not Chicago anymore. It's like, especially once you get across the metro tracks, it's like a predominantly white neighborhood. So it's like 3 blocks past Ashland, okay? So this old white guy wakes up and he looks around and he's like, hey, I'm not supposed to be on a bus full of niggers, and he just gets yelling all these racist ass terms and shit. So I had no idea, you know what I'm saying? I'm just seeing this guy and I'm hearing him, I'll take my headphones out, I'll hear him yell all these racist ass terms, and I had no idea that the two white guys and the black guys were juggalos. So they get up, he's like about I say he's like 45, right? They jump up and they get to like, yo, son, you can't be talking like that, son. That racist shit ain't cool, son. You know what I'm saying? Whoop whoop. I'm looking like, whoa, son, whoop whoop. Fuck y'all niggas talking about whoop whoop. And we just get to shaking hands and shit. And this white guy tries to get off the bus, and these fucking juggalos is like the one of the fucking shorter of the two white juggalos. He goes up to this white guy. He's like, "Where the fuck you think you going? You ain't getting off this bus, chicken boy." And we just having fun with this guy. Like we just, you know what I'm saying? I fucking take my iPod Touch out my pocket and I got the little speaker and shit. So I get to playing clown walking. I'm clown walking up and down the bus and shit. And you know what I'm saying? We dancing and shit and fucking bumping Dark Lotus and shit on the bus. Man, this shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But my whole point of this video was to ask you guys one question. How do you feel about juggalos who do not exhibit the type of behavior that you would expect a juggalo to exhibit? Now, I don't mean, you know what I'm saying, how we're portrayed in the media as these violent satanic gang members. That's not what the fuck we are. We are a family. So, I know a few juggalos who walk up and down the street whoop whoop loud as hell, you know what I'm saying? It's I know juggalos who like fucking don't do shit but go to school and work. I know juggalos who don't do shit but smoke weed in their mom's basement all day. You know what I'm saying? I know juggalos who don't even claim to be juggalos, who I call that guy a closet juggalo because he's like one of the downest motherfuckers you'd ever meet. Don't get me wrong. He's like one of the downest motherfuckers you ever meet. He's a fucking, I think he's like Puerto Rican or some shit. He's like one of the downest motherfuckers you'll ever meet. But I mean, his Facebook. You look at his Facebook. You look at him. You never be able to tell he was a juggalo. You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel? Number one, about juggalos who don't exhibit typical, whatever you would say typical juggalo behavior is, and how do you feel about juggalos who don't really claim juggalos, but kind of keep it down low, undercover? You know what I'm saying? Like, not all out in the open with it, not telling everybody, "Hey, I'm a juggalo. You don't like it? Fuck off." You know what I'm saying? Who really? I know juggalos. I know this one juggalo. This guy cannot fucking stand Fago. He lives in Florida now, but you know he was a good friend of mine in high school. I had no idea this guy was a juggalo until I found him on Facebook after he transferred from my high school and went to Florida. I had no fucking idea. But this guy's like one of the downest motherfuckers that I know. Again, like he's down as shit. You know what I'm saying? So how you motherfuckers feel about these juggalos? You know what I'm saying? The juggalos. And then another thing I want to know, how do you feel about the snake juggalos who are not really juggalos but pretend to be juggalos? And what should we do about this to cleanse them out of the family? How do you feel also about new juggalos? You know what I'm saying? Because I know a couple of new juggalos. You know what I'm saying? I know a couple of them, and honestly, they're like, you know what I'm saying? I take them and I tell them, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't let older juggalos who's been down longer than you punk you out just because you haven't been down as long as they have. Like me, I've been listening to Psychopathics for like 10 years, but I've only been calling myself a juggalo for 5. You know what I'm saying? With me, when I first got into it, I remember my first concert. You know what I'm saying? I got all kinds of questions thrown at me. I got tested all kinds of ways. You know what I'm saying? My first ICP concert, I can't remember what the fuck it was. I think it was like the Bizarre Tour or some shit. I don't remember. But I remember they did perform like Pass Me By and shit. You know what I'm saying? They did perform like fucking that fucking dance song off the Bazaar. You know the one where Shaggy's like, if you ever had to fuck a fat bitch in the mouth, say fuck everybody. That shit. They perform that shit, man. That shit, you know what I'm saying? I got tested all kinds of ways. So what do we do about these guys? You know what I'm saying? What do we do to them? What do we say to them? How do we you know, these new juggalos? Do we coach them? Do we outcast them? Just your opinion. You know what I'm saying? My opinion, you should already know it. We coach them. That's my opinion. But how do you feel about fam who doesn't know as much as you? You know what I'm saying? Post a video response. Let me know what you think about that. And y'all know what it is. I'm a outro to this KCT off the Gates mixplay.
What you
Woo
want?
fucking webcams and
What
stuff
you
and shit, so I
having?
gotta say it
What
up
will
like
it be?
this.
All we need is Hennessy. Then it's right squeezing in the twisting limit. This one is the business. I don't make this drink by
Alright,
the
fam, y'all know
gallon.
what it
I
is.
make it
Much
by the
clown
cup.
love.
Then I'm styling.
Stay
I can't
wicked.
play Slaughterhouse and Brother
Y'all know
Allen.
what it is.
KCTs, we
Stay
all
down
over
with
the
the
world
crown.
wildin'. Hennessy. KCT.